Welcome home, kids.
Yes, welcome home to us in particular, because we took another break. We've been working hard and we deserved it. I'm sure you guys understand.
Working hard.
Yes, I did something important.
I did.
I was called into work. That was why we missed last week. So, apologies for that, and apologies for not putting word out that we were. I usually would put that out in like a community post, but I've been lacking on doing that lately, and the few people who watch these regularly deserve better than that. Levi.
I don't watch ours. I don't watch any of ours.
Don't curse. We're not in the 15 minutes yet.
Whoops. I didn't curse.
This is gonna work just like the last time we missed a week. That was a while ago. I just had some vids from the previous week lined up at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna cover some crap that we missed. Then we're gonna get into the more current stuff. Hint, hint. It rhymes with schmid schmalaps. You'll get what that means in about 45 minutes to an hour. They'll never pick up on these breadcrumbs I'm laying.
Yeah. Because we'll never get to them. Look at this fucking thing.
Is it trying to play? Yeah, wonder why was it loading that whole time? Boy, this is going to be boring.
Yeah.
Not just because it's Elon Tusk, but it's also because it's Don Lemon, and this dude is like the blandest news personality on the planet.
He sounds pretty... Just by the name, he sounds pretty bland.
He got poo-sacked from CNN recently because no one was watching him. And so, I should probably give a story to this, actually. And so, after that resounding performance, Elon Musk offered him a job, and then for his first episode, he brought Elon on and asked him some actually tough questions and didn't just kiss his ass the whole time. And so during the interview, Elon's like, "You better watch what you're saying, Don." And then, like, at the end of it, he announced, like, "We're not doing the show. Don's not getting a show now. Don is not getting a show now."
Man.
What a crybaby. Yuck, he is ugly.
Yeah, right?
I'm looking at him in the preview screen here.
That's some real Elon Musk type stuff to give somebody a show.
Don Lemon, you are boring. I'm skipping through this. Sorry, I had to get past that. What's he asking about here? News on X? I don't care.
I want to see the parts where Elon's like,
I'm pretty sure I had those pulled up separately, but I pulled this up just so we could skip around in it first.
Okay.
What did you guys talk about? I was at a dinner. I was not done. I was at a breakfast at a friend's place, and Donald Trump came by. That's it. So you didn't go there to meet him? No, I went to a friend of mine's house, and it said Donald Trump's coming by for breakfast. Is that, just so you know, like, okay, fine. What did you discuss? Let's just say he did most of the talking.
Man, he really commands a screen, doesn't he? Veritable ball of charisma.
Guys? Which one of them? I'm sort of dozing off.
I don't blame you. This isn't very entertaining.
Honestly, I feel like there should be some props given to Don Lemon for, actually asking serious questions, despite it definitely costing him his job. Because that takes some sack, but also he is boring.
Yes, he has no personality whatsoever. Elon has a personality, it's just
terrible.
It's just sour cream fermenting in a garbage bag.
Well, I relaxed. I spent time with my kids, my friends, and...
No, you didn't. Your kids all hate you.
Yeah, his kids all hate him. What the hell's he talking about?
I like playing video games. So...
Did you see his Elden Ring build?
No, but you told me about it. Pretty pathetical.
I've been playing Diablo,
This is boring. So his Elden Ring build was like way overweighted, and he was talking about how one of my strategies is to open the menu and quickly switch to different pieces during combat. And it was like a high intelligence, low faith build. It's like, alright, Mortimer, relax a little bit. Low strength.
Mortimer.
Morty.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And he was a sorcery build. Ew. Not high strength, low intelligence.
Wait, I thought
European, white.
I thought
I guess that is.
I thought the intelligence was incantations, not sorceries.
I
Sorceries was
don't
faith.
even know how Elden Ring works. I am talking completely out of my butthole right now.
Nice. I feel like we talked about this on one of our previous episodes.
Yeah, I knew.
remember.
I think I pulled it up for an old episode, but I could not for the life of me remember what it was.
Moral of the story is all the people who actually played Elden Ring were clowning on him for having an absolutely pitiful attempt at tricking people into thinking he actually played the game.
He does play the game, he's just not good at it. I don't think he ever beat Elden Ring. He never showed himself playing against any of the late stage bosses or anything.
I mean, if he plays, yeah, all right.
I don't know video games. I just know that my great nephew loves Fortnite and some other stuff. He's all
Fortnite
and doing the thing. So that
Mark ass Brownie.
So yeah.
Fork
Dated.
knife.
If you're good friends in
Dated.
different cities,
Fork
and they're playing
knife.
the same game,
That's
you both
older
go
than
at the
Don
same
Lemon.
time and play the game together, even though you're in different cities. Listen, I'm not asking you anything that anyone else hasn't asked you about your controversial stuff that you.
See that glass he just drank out of?
Is that considered blowing off steam? Listen, I'm not.
He's asking him about drug use now.
About your controversial stuff.
Ah, the lip of that was so tiny.
Is that considered blowing off steam?
Why would you try to get water from that?
Well, I guess I do enjoy using the platform. I mean, I do call the X platform the.
Wait, I think he said he was using. They were talking about him using drugs. He's talking about.
Right now he's talking about tweeting. It's tweeting.
Like depression, I guess. You know, is or like depression that's not linked to any negative news, and then ketamine is helpful for getting one out of a negative frame of mind.
Wait, is he talking about using ketamine?
Yeah, he's like an open ketamine user, but like everyone who works with him talks about how he's a legitimate addict to the stuff. And it like he uses it to the point where when he's off it, it causes his brain to like crash and he becomes like suicidally depressed.
Is there?
Ketamine is what killed Too Mad.
Yeah. Is ketamine?
I don't really know what it is, to be honest. Like anything about it.
Yeah, I'm wondering like what is it like an over the counter thing that is just called a different name and is in a way lower dosage type thing, or is ketamine like medical grade, or is it like a street drug?
I've heard people talk about it like it's like it's like a natural remedy, but then also talk about it like it's like a lab drug. I'm only just now realizing I've never actually bothered looking into what this stuff is.
Yeah, all I remember is all that, like, Mr. Krabs on ketamine stuff, and that's it. And I was like, oh, brother. That
was the first time I heard about ketamine, I think.
Yeah, it definitely sounds
like
a lab drug.
To any serious degree, I mean.
It definitely sounds like a lab drug. Where's the part where Elon Musk starts threatening this guy's job? I'm not interested in hearing about his...
Okay, so it's anesthesia that causes you to dissociate.
I'm not a doctor, but I would say...
Oh.
It's probably a powerful pain reliever.
So not over the counter.
Doubtful.
I think that ketamine...
There's probably ways of getting it non-over the counter. Now that I know. Skipping around because this is boring.
Wired to be happy all the time. Some are unfortunately wired to be sad a lot of the time. And in my case, I'm generally pretty positive and optimistic. But once in a while, I don't know what happens. There's some, like I said, I think it's just chemical tides in your brain. Once in a while, it's like a brain.
What do you say about this photo that was privately leaked to me of you pooping in a diaper? while coming down off ketamine. Why couldn't Don Lemon be that kind of person? Even if he made a fake AI picture.
I feel like Elon Musk
seeing how Elon reacts to it would be funny.
I feel like Elon Musk would have tried to have him assassinated or something like that. Actually,
I don't think he's that
got the
brazen.
sack for it.
Did you hear about this conspiracy theory that, what is this name of that stupid, like, high fashion thing? Like, not Louis Vuitton,
Gucci?
it's some big fashion brand. Like, anyone who knows anything about clothing would know the name, but I don't, so I don't know the name. But there was, like, this conspiracy theory going around that some guy was like a fashion designer for them and they screwed him over. So he was going to like leak that to the press, but they like had him meet them first. And then afterwards people found a mannequin that looked exactly like him in a store.
So this conspiracy theory is that they turned him into a mannequin?
Or like made like a mold out of his body.
That's
like
stupid.
Even if I was like, yeah, why would they do that? But I guess if like you're a rich person and you feel like you're literally like a god on Earth, I could see someone doing some goofy Saturday morning cartoon villain crap like that. But like, there's no reason to do that aside from like me.
I feel like that's. You'd definitely get caught if you did something like that. It would take literally one person and just be like, is somebody's eyebrow stuck to that mannequin? Because, like, in order to make a cast...
Is it like House of Wax, where he's the mannequin, or is it just... Because I didn't know what they were talking about at first. Like, I thought they meant as well, like, oh, they stuffed this guy and put him up in the store for no reason. But instead it's, oh, they made a mold of his body for no reason.
Yeah, that's
this does nothing but implicate you.
Yeah, that would for sure come up in court. She's like, hey, this has his like full like.
Holy heck! There's his extra long foreskin. I recognize it anywhere.
I mean, if it did have like anatomically correct genitals, then they'd be like, I don't think they're supposed to have that.
Let's see, I wonder if the word foreskin is demonetizable.
Maybe.
That was one of the goofier things I heard. The second goofiest was the entirety of that Godzilla Kong movie.
We are not talking about the Godzilla Kong movie.
Let's
not.
Let's not cut our brake lines here.
No, let's
not cut the brake lines here. That might come up later.
Talk about the Great Replacement Theory.
Not right now, though.
I didn't watch it, and I'm also not interested. We're not talking about that.
Biden's immigration plan to open up the border. You said that the president is getting, and Democrats are doing it.
Kong grabs a baby monkey and
don't
hits
care
others
at
with
all.
It. He swings it like a baseball bat. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Oh, this is boring.
You have the clips, right? Let's watch the clips first and then come back to this instead of doing it backwards.
Let's see, a bunch of these channels are just like chuds watching it like, ugh, can you believe he asked Elon about this? Look at this. Look at this crap. He photoshopped Elon in with him, and he made sure to make Elon like 6'4".
Wow.
Oh, there we go. It is time to curse. That is, wow, that's pathetic beyond belief.
That is fucking embarrassing.
Son, are you aware that you're dead to me? That would be my reaction. It'd be good for him, too.
It is truly fatherless behavior.
Fatherless behavior. Alright, we'll watch CNN's, clip of it. I'm not listening to you. Or you. Who are you? Wow, he is a really bug-eyed man. Look at this dude. This is anxiety. This is where they should have got the design for anxiety in Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
bring this back over here.
You're conflating two things. One is great replacement theory. The other is,
So I guess he was asked about... Elon Musk on Twitter is constantly talking about how, oh yes, white people are being replaced.
Is that what that is? Great replacement theory?
Yeah, it's... Well, the full Great Replacement theory is that Jews are the ones causing it. And he's also hinted, like, yes, this is suspicious, isn't it? Whenever, like, one of his Nazi followers will post some, like, Great Replacement conspiracy stuff, he's always, for some reason, he makes it a point to go into their replies and be like, interesting. It's like,
okay.
What? And every single time he does that, his investors are like, stop! He's literally done it, like, dozens of times, though.
Jesus. So, alright, I think I need clarification on this. Like, what do they mean, replace? Like, how does that work? Are they saying,
they're
like...
going to be bred out of existence. Like, they're just going to be bred until they don't look white anymore.
I mean, that probably will happen eventually, just because...
Yes, but it's a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
I know.
I mean, white skin is a recessive allele, so it's a recessive gene. So, you know, if you have children with people with darker skin color, your kids will come out with darker skin color.
I think the more, like, pressing thing is that, like, there's no such thing as pure human... There's no such thing as any pure human race. Like, humans have always, like co-mixed together.
Yeah, it's also really good for your genes to genetically diversify.
These people got offended. These people don't believe that. There's literally like a right-wing version of The Onion called the Babylon Bee that released that made an article called "We Must Protect Our Race," says most inbred man ever. And people and all their fans were offended by about it because they were making fun of right-wingers. And also probably inbreeding because they like it.
I mean, the closer your mate is genetically to you, the worse off your offspring will be. So if you are genetically compatible, as in human, you want to go as distant as possible to have the strongest possible bloodline.
Isn't the point the thing that makes, like, culture worth celebrating, like, the things about it, rather than how it, like, its clothing or traditions? Like, you can do all that stuff at any skin color. It's food.
Yeah.
It's like, designs. Like, all of that does not require you to share the same skin color.
Yeah, it's just history. You can, like, you'll still have the same history if you're a different shade. Also, like, no matter what culture or how long it has existed, it's completely indistinguishable from what it looked like even, like, a couple hundred years ago. Like, the languages they speak sound completely different. Their writing looks completely different. The people probably look somewhat similar. Yeah. But most of them are probably still different. So the only thing about culture that's worth preserving is what it currently looks like. Every modern culture has influences from one another. Like, all cultures have different foods now than what they would have had available to them hundreds of years ago. Yeah, exactly. It's important to remember, because, you know, documenting the history of different peoples and stuff like that is important for future generations, but, like... It's a good way of honoring the people who, like, actually fought to get us here as well. Like, that was nice of them to do that. Yeah, so it's good to respect them. Of course, if you told them what taxes were, they'd probably end up just, all right, like, salt the fields. We're not going any further than this. Yeah, if you explained to them who Elon Musk was, they'd be like, oh, what? Who's this idiot? Like, the lack of lead and plastic in their bodies, they're just immediately able to tell, like, what? You fall for this? Are you stupid? No, we all know he's an asshole. Nah, they were pretty dumb back then. You could get them to fall for this crap as well. Hold on. I forgot we weren't done with this.
I'm simply saying that there is an incentive here
I think here is where he starts getting all threatening with Don.
Very strong bias to,
Good. I want to hear it.
It's very strong bias to vote Democrat.
God, he is such a fucking blabbermouth, man.
In that direction.
Yeah.
It is,
Right out. You say that right after we spend like 10 minutes blabbering about culture.
Whatever, I cut some of, like, the stuff when we start blabbering anyway.
It's our show, damn it!
You guys are not privy to everything we say, mostly because I often make jokes that I can tell I'll regret later. Where does he get all snippy with him? What the hell? Alright, this has to be it. If we don't see it here, I'm giving up on this story.
Question, Captain. There's 5 minutes left.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, here he is. I know I brought my water in here.
They
Hell.
are killing the company, but you're the head of the company. That doesn't stop with you. I acquired X in order to preserve freedom of speech in America, the First Amendment. And I'm going to stick to that. And if that means making less money, so be it.
Soviet. Jesus. Stupid auto
I'm not
captions.
trying to upset you. Well, you are upsetting me because the way you're phrasing the questions, I think, is not cogent.
You can see that.
Okay, I saw... Oh my god, this is such crap. I pulled the clip for this, and it switched to something else. That's annoying. Alright, let's switch... Let's go over to the end. I want to see him get all pissy with him.
Advertiser. So what would you say to advertisers who have left the platform or who are considering coming back or not coming back? What would you like to say to them? Well, first of all, almost all of our advertisers are coming back platform. So it's...
Hey, I use Twitter sometimes, and the advertisements on there are like something you'd see on like a sketchy pornography, website at like 3 a.m. when you're looking for something extremely shameful. Like, it's like a bunch of like boner pills and like Liver King supplements and like Alex Jones pills and crap like that. Cause they're... Imagine the only people that are willing to work with a guy who openly talks about white people replacement in America. Those are the only ads you're seeing on the website anymore. The website itself is completely unusable now because of a bunch of stupid shit that this guy has done.
I've never had a Twitter, and now that he has taken over, I am quite proud of that fact.
Yes, I decided to start uploading art right around the time that he bought it. So that was brilliant of me to get into this right when it was dying.
Also, do you smell like burning rubber? I keep getting like whiffs of burning rubber.
Oh yes, I know what you're smelling. I was cleaning my AK-47 in here last night. Yeah, I'm manly like that. And you're probably smelling some of the solvents in my garbage.
I like that you said, yeah, I'm manly like that in the most insecure way possible. Yeah, I'm manly like that.
It's not my fault my head and my cock got itchy.
Alright, let's see this
that's
man-baby ruin his career some more.
I really don't know what else this guy can do. Like, he's falling steadily, but at this point, nothing he does is going to be the thing that crashes and burns him. It's just going to be a slow, pathetic whimper on the way out for this dude.
I mean, the only way he could make things worse is if he was, like, full, like, unquestionably... I don't know if I want to smell that.
It's not, like, poisonous.
Oh, right, that's... I thought you just pulled some random crap out of your trash.
No, that's the solvent patch.
I just saw like some like butt stain marks on a piece of fabric, and I was not
You think my skid marks are dark gray?
You never know, man. I don't know what you get up
I've
to.
gotten some questionable wipes before. Usually they're red.
That's healthy.
Red or black?
Our advertising revenue is rising rapidly. And our
it's a good sign.
revenue is rising rapidly, and I feel very optimistic.
It is not rising rapidly, by the way. That's a lie.
Listen,
Hell yeah.
They've lost about 95% of their advertisement revenue because he refuses to do anything about the... ever since he implemented a lot of his, like, don't ban these people anymore policies, the site is, like, completely rampant with open Nazis. We're gonna see a couple later. And, people aren't willing to advertise on the site anymore, because it's like, why would we want, like, our product appearing next to some, like, crime statistic graph? Or, like, some anti-Jew comic?
Yeah, because nobody wants that. No respectable company wants that.
And had a tough childhood. You did
His tough childhood was that his dad didn't pay attention to him enough.
Isaacson goes into it in the book.
Aside from that, yeah, he was a fucking, like, multi-hundred millionaire as a like infant, probably.
Okay, again, I don't mean to upset you. It's been okay. So then, how do you?
He is definitely more irritated here than he was at the beginning.
I'll do a rapid fire thing here.
He's still trying to make himself sound like Tony Stark. He's really grabbing onto that.
If you'll just give me, I'll do a rapid fire thing here. Is there anything that you would change about the nature of reality? That's what I care about. That's my motivation. I know you have to go. If you'll just give me, I'll do a rapid fire thing here. Is there anything that you would change about anything that you've done in your life, in the past or recently? I've made many mistakes over the years. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and fix them. But I don't have a time machine. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So that's it. And as Elon would say, you be the judge. Let me tell you something about this show.
No, let's not hear anything, because I'm sick of you. He had him on there, and he could have been like, hey, why do you, like, suck and are gay? And he didn't take the opportunity. What a waste.
I thought you said Elon told him that he wasn't going to get another show.
No, he didn't do that on here. He went on X afterwards and was like, yeah, Don Lemon's not getting a show. It just didn't really go all that well. And he's kind of a hack. Like, he said all this before Don Lemon released this interview.
Why did Elon Musk give him this, like, pilot episode? Like, why did he hire him if he was just gonna immediately, like, go back on that?
Because
like,
he probably didn't anticipate that that Don Lemon wasn't gonna kiss his ass. Because the only other person he's done this with is Tucker Carlson.
Why?
And Tucker just coddles Elon's balls the entire time.
Why was there something special about Don Lemon that was like Elon Musk thought like, oh yeah, that's a muskrat.
He probably thought he would be like a left wing, because he's probably doing it for like the left wing version, like the left wing viewpoint on his platform. But he figured he'd go with like the most milquetoast boring idiot on the planet to do it. But then that dude, for some reason, actually asked him somewhat interesting questions and didn't get interesting answers out of them. And that got Elon butthurt.
Hell yeah. Honestly, I respect Don Lemon for asking, actual questions instead of just,
yes,
sucking whole.
I respect his questions. I don't respect him because he's Don Lemon.
I have no positive or negative connotation with him prior to this. Because he didn't exist until just now to me.
Speaking of Elon Musk, do you know who this turtle-faced gentleman is?
Yes, somehow, and I regret it.
He has a wife that's like, God, his wife is like 20 or 30 years younger than him, and her sister just died because one of Elon Musk's cars drove into a pond and killed her.
Whoa, it's almost like you should not buy his cars because they're, fucking awful.
Chow, CEO of the major shipping...
Why are these in, like, the wrong order? What the hell?
Company Foremost Group and sister of former Transportation Secretary Elaine Chow died in a car accident in Blanco County on Sunday.
Wow, these people are all freaky demons, aren't they?
At least this dude looks like a Titan.
Oh my god. They're both billionaires, so neither of them have souls behind those eyes.
Yeah, both of them kind of look like they would eat your friend after a long, heartfelt speech.
They're sort of like those automatons that eat endlessly until they've consumed their entire planet, but instead they're they're monsters wearing human skin cloaks doing basically the same thing, but with imaginary shit.
They look like one of those, what do you call them? Like, when you take pieces of pictures in magazines and you cut them up to make, like, a weird homunculus face.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called. Man, I'm glad one of these things is dead.
Foremost group and sister of former Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao died in a car accident in Blanco County on Sunday. The 50-year-old had been the company's CEO since 2018.
Oh, no, not a CEO! Oh,
Angela's name
shucks.
sounds like the characters for Peace.
What is she even a CEO in? I don't... Peace and prosperity. Whatever, this is crap. Angela Chow's father's foremost group. A name like that can only mean they either trade in, like... They're either, like, some kind of, like, financial company where they just... Or rich people just give them money for some reason. Or they're, like... Or they sell, like, child's body parts. There's no...
Yeah, another tick scraped off of our back. We're not gonna cry about it.
No. Leaves a void in the Asian American community. Ah, yes.
Okay.
They're really, like, sweating this one.
An Asian tick, I guess. As if her being Asian mattered.
Did you see that Anissa is in the show now? I forgot to tell you that Invincible's back.
Is Anissa the one that, to Mark?
Grape Soda's him? Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thought so. No, yes. I didn't know that.
And people were mad that they didn't put it in the show, but that's not the part in the show where it happens. And, like, a bunch of the people who were sad it happened were like, no! Why not? Those same people are probably like, man, why isn't male sexual assault ever, like, taken seriously? And then when they get denied seeing it, they're like, damn it! That would have gotten my rocks off!
I mean, I would prefer they have it in the show just because that's how it went in the comics.
Same here.
But
I would be more against them not having it in the show than I would be against them having it in it, but on some level I can kind of start to understand it if a bunch of, like, chud mouth breathers reactions on the internet are, come on, show me. I'm not watching 3 minutes of this, but I just wanted to bring up that this dude was related to that girl.
Oh.
Or to that lady that died in that news story that we didn't listen to at all.
Well, that's a thing, I guess.
Yeah, I thought this video would be quicker. Fuck this.
I don't really
Is this
care
another
about
story about this?
The US Senate leader Mitch McConnell
I did not... Weon? I did not open this video. I'm pretty sure these tabs are literally jumping around sometimes.
Okay.
Like
I think that's that graveyard dementia setting in on you.
Nah, I can't handle it. I'm built different. I love this video.
Okay.
Do you know what this is from?
I know exactly what this is. I think you showed this to me not long ago. Dude, this
I love this guy.
The fucking... This show, I swear, dude. Very fucked.
We can't watch that full 2 minutes, but let's watch this 1 minute clip real quick.
Look, they can't make eye contact.
No, this dude's a Chad. I love him. She's the one who can't make eye contact.
Honestly, I do...
Boys stay winning.
It is pretty fucking beastly how, like, autistic people will just, get, like, brutally rejected or brutally reject someone and then walk away like they didn't notice.
That King Charles Cavalier Spaniel thing that we're gonna watch was him getting rejected.
Oh, of course it is.
I can tell. Don't spoil it!
Here goes nothing.
He's not whistling because he actually does that. He's just seen cartoons where people whistle while they wait.
Definitely.
I know what that was.
The creators of this show are some fiendish fools for
Nah.
just coming up with this.
This is a brilliant concept.
It's
I've been wanting to
brilliant
watch
from like a marketing standpoint, but morally it is completely bankrupt.
I watched literally every Hoarders episode on YouTube, and now I'm looking for different garbage TV to watch, and this might be it.
I need to
need
make
to look
fun
into-
of people with mental problems.
I need to look into people's private lives and feel better about my own.
Yeah, there you go. Those are the words I was looking for.
Been properly.
No.
Really introduced Biff.
The way he just continues his sentence.
I'm Mike.
It wasn't even because he was like annoyed that she interrupted him. It was just
Not done.
Oh wait, not done with my thought. All right, now I must continue thought.
By the way, you must be Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Alice.
You too.
She has the kind of autism you were talking about.
Bench.
What?
Thank
He has like Sheldon Cooper autism. She has like the don't look at me.
Autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Alice, it seems we both got autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
God, watching this clip makes me realize like, oh my God, there's no way I'm not. Like, I can like easily see how these people's brains are working.
Yeah, there's like a... In my mind...
Like, when I called out that whistling thing, that's because I've had those exact same thoughts. Like, I used to get in trouble because I would walk around with my eyes closed. Because I remember seeing that in cartoons. Like, is there a reason they walk around with their eyes closed? Let me try this. And it never led anywhere good.
I would say there's a very reasonably high probability that you have autism. You
Nah.
should take one of those autism tests to see.
Getting diagnosed as an adult is such a pain in the ass. I don't feel like doing all that.
There's this online test you can take that they recently came forward and said like that it has like a reasonably high accuracy. So
I can't get an Adderall prescription with that, though.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
what
get
I
any
want.
prescriptions for it, but we
I
can
want
at
the
least
Adderall. That's the thing.
we can more accurately make fun of you.
Make fun of what? This is going great so far.
I really like her response.
I could not go with a girl
Yeah.
this far gone.
All right.
Describe yourself to me in 3 words.
I could go for like half of this.
I'm not sure.
Yeah?
She used 3 words. Actually,
Go on.
I'm waiting patiently.
he actually is waiting patiently. He's just letting her know. That wasn't a passive-aggressive comment from him.
God, I love that
I
guy
love-
so much.
That dude is so fucking cool beyond
I'm
all
waiting
belief.
Patiently.
God, he's so cool.
What's this? The King Charles Kev.
I love the way the dog walks.
Oh yeah, off screen.
It's like JPEGing like diagonally here.
In between these two shots, this is like the same day. She said, like right after that interaction of him going, "I'm waiting patiently." She goes, "I think I'm done with this date," and he goes, "Okay," and leaves. And then immediately this happens.
This is him leaving. This is him. He just turned around to walk away from her.
Yes, she is still like just off frame.
What's this? The King Charles Kev Nathaniel. Of course it.
I can tell.
I can tell. I've had that exact string of words pop up in my brain with other things. I'll see plants and do that. I'll see dogs like him and do that. I'll see cats.
This dude is a legend.
God, I hope he has so many kids. I want more of him running around. Let's see. Let's see what the next story is. That was a fun little diversion, though. What is this?
I'm finally free. If you'd like to support my work, and head to Canada.
Don't start reading yet. I haven't given the backstory
I'm
yet.
mumble reading. It doesn't count.
So Candice Owens worked for the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's company, probably the only colored person there, and she got fired recently because she criticized Israel, and that's literally it. This woman has defended Hitler. She's
Has she?
Yes, she goes on white supremacist tirades all the time. She has like adopted rich white parents.
Okay.
She claims that racism doesn't exist despite the fact that she once sued her college for racism and won. So she should probably give that money back, right?
Yeah.
But all that was okay with Ben Shapiro. What really set him off was that she disgraced America too!
America too.
Israel! That was the straw that broke the camel's back for old Benny Boy here. And upon revealing that she got fired, pretty much the entire online right-wing community were all on Candice's side. And I agree with that. Fuck Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. But also, imagine being so chudly that all the chuds are like, that's too far.
Whoa, man.
Come on, man.
Her criticism of Israel was that they were killing innocent civilians, and Ben Shapiro was like, no! No! And then he fired her.
Because facts care about his feelings, I guess.
That's people's reactions in these comments, actually. I guess Ben's feelings matter more than facts.
Yeah, that has always rubbed me the wrong way. His whole motto being "facts don't care about your feelings."
When he's a fucking like Zionist, like religious extremist.
Yeah,
that's entirely based on feelings.
Yeah, if your whole thing is facts.
Hey, look, Sneeko.
Oh fuck.
We're gonna be landing on him later. Don't you worry.
Oh my god.
All right, these are. I think these comments have been curated because there was also a bunch of anti-Semitic shit. Because they can't help themselves. That's what I pulled this up for, but it looks like Elon went and jannied up the fucking comments under this post.
Jannied?
Janitored.
Oh.
See, I pulled up this guy. I can't remember. I think there's like a couple different things. This was the original photo under that Candice Owens tweet. I wonder why it's just this garbage now.
I'm looking at a thumbnail down there in the corner. Mississippi Goon Squad? That doesn't sound good at all.
Where did you see that? Oh yeah, I watched that. I watched that at work. What the hell? The Goon Squad. They're literally they're cops, and they just beat the ever-loving hell out of some people and like shoved their batons up their asses and started like planting a bunch of drugs in their house to like frame them.
Jesus.
Yes, that's one case that they're on trial for, and there's reportedly like dozens waiting for them.
That is way less fun than I expected Mississippi
Goon Squad, yes. That was my takeaway after I watched the video as well. It's like, man, with a name like Goon Squad, you'd expect some comedy.
I expected some like Arkham Knight goons to be like crowded in the
It's
back
the
alley.
bat!
It's the bat!
I could have pulled up the...
just cranking it in the back alley.
I can't do that anymore now I have a beard. That's actually quite painful to do.
I probably could. I'm just not going to touch my face right now.
You're a baby.
I'm sitting on the floor, and I touched the floor earlier.
I vacuumed.
There's a lot of reasons for that.
So?
This is Ben Shapiro getting asked. This is Ben Shapiro, like, around the time that the Israeli genocide... What's a good word in place of the G word? The G word. This is after Israel's big G word fest. Like
big
right after
alive people.
Yes. Ben Shapiro was like basically like publicly flaming Candice, like, no, don't tell people that you're doing anything bad, no. And this is him at like a public conference being asked about it.
About Candice Owens and her recent comments.
This is before she was fired, though.
Israeli conflict.
He looks such a He looks like such a doofus.
Yes.
Oh, actually, hold on. He has gamer hair. Like he has the head dent from like a headset.
That's partly a comb over from the looks of it. He's got some serious, like, Reich hair going on.
Reich hair?
Reich. This video is so quiet.
I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
So,
The things she was saying was just slight criticism of how Israel has been, like, wantonly murdering civilians. They have a 95% kill rate of civilians.
All right,
And her pointing that out is enough for Ben Shapiro to be like, yeah, you can't do that, yeah. No, stop it.
is this dude here? Hold on. Is this dude here
Lactose. Dun, dun, dun.
Is he actually here? Because like it seems like he's edited into the video. Is this guy real?
Yeah, he's behind the, like, bar here.
That guy looked weird.
so
I did not like how he was positioned in that frame.
See, recently she liked a tweet promoting the blood libel that Jews drink Christian blood as part of religious ceremonies.
What?
Owens has lashed out against political Jews and theorized about a small ring of, quote, sinister Jews exerting influence in Hollywood and Washington, D.C. Man, I'm gonna have to censor a lot of this because we got, like, some stupid, like, wiki thing pasted onto one of our videos because we had to talk about this.
This is such insanity, because, like, you're
not in, you haven't seen the half of it.
No, I find it so crazy that the insanity on the far right has gotten so insane that they now can't remain sane together.
I saw this really funny interaction illustrating exactly what you're talking about, where someone was like, Joe Biden is a Nazi, and under it was like a Nazi organization account that was like, no, he fucking isn't. We would like him if he was.
They've gone so off the deep end that they can't even they can't even be friends with each other.
The like true blue fucking Nazis are like, guys, stop being pussies already. God.
You know you agree with
I
us.
respect them more, to be honest.
I mean, at least they're honest about it.
Yes.
Instead of just being like, I support all their views, but I still demonize them because I'm not willing to take responsibility for my own views.
Let's see. I'm going to skip around and say a video. Get some better.
Political Jews is a weird quote.
That's honestly sounds like some kind of like great replacement crap, because that's part of the theory, is that like Jewish people in media and in the political class are purposefully bringing in more immigrants to breed out white people.
I feel like I've asked this question before. Aren't Jewish people also white? Don't they like range from white to brown?
A bunch of the Israeli extremists currently are touting like blonde hair and blue eyes as like peak Jewish appearance wise.
That's ironic.
Yes, isn't it? Yes, I was laughing a bit when I saw that too. But
how long ago?
It really depends on where they're from, because there are Jews that are like super dark.
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty pale, though.
I don't understand why Jewish people would be the ones trying to breed white people out, though.
It's because the theory makes no fucking sense.
Like, what do they stand to gain from that?
Being the only other race, I guess.
What?
As if people are going to, like, breed out and, like, stop eating, like whatever they are, Mexican food or something.
What do people think happens when their kid comes out a different color? Like, do they think it's just, like, another species now? Like, their kid's just, like, incapable?
Which is really funny, because most racists have, like, ethnic girlfriends.
Yeah, right?
A lot of them have said, like, well, it's only the man's genetics that matter. It's like,
Okay.
This makes no fucking sense, you guys! You're a bunch of fucking lunatics!
Yeah, where the fuck are you going with this?
Because, like, one of the big ones had, like, one of the big, like, right-wing, content creators from, like, a few years ago, had, like, a retarded girl's fetish. And when people would ask him, like, hey, how does this, like, help your bloodline, to breed with people like this? Like, this was other right-wingers asking him, and he would... That's where it comes from, is from him being like, only the male's genetics matter.
Wrong.
And this dude was a, like, biologist with a PhD.
Really?
Yes.
How?
I don't know. It seems like he went insane, probably. He also, is on the run right now because I think he killed one of his girlfriends.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, I think he's still uploading currently, but people still don't know where she is.
Oh.
He said he left her in a national park and then drove away because that's what she wanted. But it's like, this guy has stated that she has the mental acuity of like a 12-year-old. So why is he doing that? Even if that's not the case. Either.
Also,
that's not what happened to her.
Yeah, probably not. But like that,
he's probably just covering his ass in case he gets caught on like a trail cam.
Yeah. That also rings of like people who are into people with like mental disabilities ring pretty similarly to me as like people like pedophiles. Yeah. To me it seems very similar because again they don't have the mental faculty to really consent to stuff, so having sex with them is pretty much the same territory. Aside from
if you yourself are not also retarded, sure.
Well, yeah, I mean I feel like that's the case.
Are you gonna
for
deny
kids as well? Like if you're a 12-year-old, I guess 12-year-olds. What? I actually don't know
mentally
when puberty happens. Well, I mean, if you were
it
a
happened
minor
for me when I was
had
like fucking 9.
If you were a minor and you had sex with another minor, that wouldn't make you a pedophile. Well, I mean, it depends on. If you were an 8,
you're giving me
if you were a
lot...
17-year-old having sex with like a 4-year-old, you'd still be a pedophile. But like, if you were like a 15-year-old having sex with another 15-year-old, neither of you are pedophiles because that wouldn't make any sense.
You're giving me a lot to censor later. I hope
that's
you
all,
know. I hope you know this.
Real.
No, it is a funny conversation at least.
And then also people with like special needs, like if you have the mental capacity of a 12-year-old, you shouldn't be having sex with anything other than adults with the mental capacity of 12-year-olds.
But what if they're weird looking? I don't wanna.
Then don't have sex with people. I don't know.
I'm not so stupid that I'm unaware that we look weird, okay?
Actually, they don't all look weird, man.
Most of them do, let's be real.
You're thinking of people with Down syndrome, and they do look different. That's just an inherent feature of
I sent
Down
you that
syndrome.
meme of that one Down syndrome guy who was hot.
Which one?
That one where he was like Chad Maxing. He had like a chiseled jaw, and he was like jacked, but he was still clearly had the Downy look.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. He was just absolutely shredded.
Syndrome Downing looks Maxing.
They don't inherently look bad. They're just,
they do to me because I respect them like that.
Features.
Listen.
You're
too disabled for me to do anything with ethically, but
I mean,
I don't like hate you or nothing.
I mean that's true. If they have Down syndrome, you shouldn't be having sex with them.
But what if they cry and scream? Then you're in just an awkward situation.
I said you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't if they're crying and screaming.
No, I'm saying what if they cry and scream because you didn't?
Oh, who cares?
They're just like destroying the room that you're currently in. And you're like, I need to get out of here.
You're in fucking danger. That's what's happening.
They're gonna hit you and just like plow you through a wall like a wrecking ball. It's literally the Tasmanian devil smoke cloud with like a bunch of fists and feet coming out of it.
It's making like a turbine noise.
Occasionally, just like a jaw comes out and bites a chunk out of something.
Holy shit.
A cast iron sink, just like...
Like fucking Gluttony from Seven Deadly Sins. Not Seven Deadly Sins, fucking Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins sucks. Don't ever talk about that on this podcast.
Yeah, it does suck.
I've been saying that for a while.
I liked the first season when it wasn't super fucking weird.
Yeah, I watched a video on it and I was like, why is it like a bunch of like adults with kids?
It was very strange.
I was not aware of that before I saw the video.
I don't remember.
This video finally hit the point that is interesting.
I don't remember kids in Seven.
They were lollies, where it's like, well, I'm like a 4,000-year-old elf, but I just have the body of a 16-month-old.
Okay, yeah, I remember what you're talking about. All the fairies look like that.
Yeah, all the fairies look like... But they don't have to look like that either.
True.
So it's not even a good cop-out.
Yeah, it's weird. I was talking more about the part where it'd go from, like,
And Meliodas also raised his own... like love interest as a child.
That was super
I was like,
weird.
What is all this?
Yeah, and
I was like, Levi did not tell me about any of this stuff.
They'd go from like a hardcore fight scene and then immediately to just like groping a minor.
I'm pretty sure like literally every character ends up with like an age regressed looking character. Every main character, I mean.
Let's see. Well, no, because Escanor has the hots for
the witch.
Yeah.
She also becomes a child at some point.
Does she?
Yes.
Ew.
I know, right?
I stopped watching once. I think I like ran out of episodes at one point, and then the more episodes came out, but they had like way less funding for the animation, so it was just dog shit.
Oh yeah, I saw some clips of that too.
Yeah.
That looked like ass cheeks.
Yeah, so I was like, you guys were really really straining to keep me
interested. They were chugging along to begin with.
Yeah, back when you guys had good animation, this was cool, but like you were really testing my patience back then. I'm not sticking around after all this bullshit too.
That's what you get for stomaching that god-awful art style for that long.
Dude,
you get actual doo-doo at the end of it. Congratulations.
When it was cool though. There was cool parts that were cool.
None of that looked cool to me ever. I'll keep it real with you.
You're dumb. It was cool sometimes. When it wasn't awful.
We're very far afield of this boomer lady upset about this guy's cat, so let's get back to this now.
Okay.
As fun as that was.
Whoa.
I know, right? The way that focus is in is perfect. You should, take that gun from her.
This guy's got to call the cops. That's
insanity. This dude has to take that gun from her. He was within arm's reach of her. That would have been my first reaction. That is fucking crazy. Look at her just trouncing into the fucking, like, swamp.
Like a cryptid. Dude, somebody being on your property with a gun,
fucking...
That's wild.
I would come out with one of mine. That would not be cool at all.
Jesus, man.
Look at all this, like, man-child shit in my recommendeds here.
Yeah, this is all stupid. I'm judging,
what is this Family Guy crap?
I'm judging you pretty harshly right now.
What honestly. Is this? They for
stupid crap. You have so much stupid crap on your recommended.
Leyland's Squirrels. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that later.
Kyle ambushed.
What is this?
Oh, it's Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just calling somebody a Kyle.
That's That would make sense in that context, wouldn't it? All right, now we're finally up to the current stories, which is good because we're running out of time. But we'll speed through these real quick. This is the biggest thing that happened this week.
What time is it? Okay, we got like 20 minutes. We're good.
We got time to get through the rest of these.
Yeah.
See, this was the biggest thing that happened this week. This was one of the crazier things I saw. I think everyone knows what this is. I so expertly hinted to it at the beginning of the show.
Did you? I totally forgot what you said.
Schmid Schmalaps.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that at all.
I don't know how. Are you stupid?
I completely forgot about the bridge, honestly.
Alright, let's check out this vid real quick.
I saw this before anyone talked to me about it, which is very unusual for me, because I'm usually very behind on stuff. And as soon as I saw it, I immediately, like, skipped past it. I didn't like, retain any of this at
I
all.
surf Reddit and Instagram pretty much the entire time I'm at the gym, so
I saw
I catch like breaking news crap like this pretty frequently.
I saw
Watch
it
that
on
one more
Reddit.
time.
I just I saw it collapse and I was like, whatever.
Why don't they just make the bridge stronger?
I'm wondering how it did collapse. Like what was the reason?
It
why
took
it
out
did
like
that?
one of the support columns.
What did?
The boat.
Oh, I didn't even notice a boat crashed into it.
Are you stupid?
I don't.
You didn't know there was a boat involved in this?
I mean, I can see there's a boat there. It's all silhouetted. I don't know how far the boat is from the bridge.
It's like a cargo boat, so this thing's like 100 feet tall, probably.
Were there people on the bridge?
There was like construction crews. You can see some cars here. That's good.
Were there any fatalities?
There was See, I get my numbers mixed up on this a lot whenever I talk about it. I think there are 6 total right now. They thought there were 8, but they rescued 2 of them.
Okay, so that's
and
not
I
too
think
bad.
2 others were found recently. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, my gut reaction to this was, like, if they're gonna have boats, like, passing under these, why don't they make them strong enough to withstand the bridge hitting them? But it's like, obviously, that's like saying, why don't we just make a shield to stop an asteroid from hitting us?
Yeah.
It's not gonna fucking work.
People don't really consider how much like momentum boats of that size are really carrying.
This thing has
They
like
move
100 million pounds, probably.
Yeah, like they look like they're moving really slowly through the water, but they are really packing some force. There's not a structure known to man that could withstand a direct hit.
Yes, and this bridge also did do what it's intended to, because it broke off in sections, and that's how they're supposed to collapse.
Yeah, they factor things in. I'm glad it wasn't just another case like Boeing, where it was just like, oh, we didn't give a shit.
No, this pilot actually, like, called this in, so there were very few people on that bridge at the time.
Okay.
Like, there was no civilians, it was just the construction crews on it.
So
That's why the death toll was
Did
so
they just,
low.
like, lose control of the boat?
Yeah, I think in the beginning of this, you can see it, like, losing power. No, it's a bit too late in the video for that. But during the full video was, like, 7 minutes. You can see it just, like, going through the harbor. And you can see the lights on it turning off periodically because, like, something just went wrong on the ship. They dropped anchor at one point, but they overshot it, which is what, like, directed them into the support column.
Yeah. Well, unfortunate, but I think they did the best that they could.
Yes.
I'm hoping they find the rest of the people.
This was a few days ago. They're probably gone now.
Probably. But,
You gotta stop deluding yourself, man.
I'm
It's embarrassing. People are always messaging me about it. I'm Donald Trump, and I just want to say that Levi guy, don't really like him. A big fan of your show, yes.
That would be...
But that Levi guy,
Dude.
he's no good, he's gotta go.
I would probably be, like, way more excited to do this show if I knew that Donald Trump was watching us consistently.
He's 200 of the 300 views we get normally. I have to tune in constantly.
He's just watching our episodes on loop.
And he doesn't like half of us.
Doesn't like half of it. Oh, yeah, saying that he doesn't fucking... he hates me and is just watching the show for you. Dude, I'd be mad at you for not, like, being his like, sugar baby. It'd be like, come on, man.
Yeah, I was thinking on it, that would probably be my immediate reaction. Like, Donald, what do you want me to say, man? I will say anything you want for whatever you want to pay me.
I will abandon all of my values.
If you give me a good, like, McDonald's cheeseburger when I'm really feeling it, I will defend your Epstein shit. I won't deny that you weren't there, because it's obvious you were. I will say, listen, does anyone really care? Let's be honest. You think it's pretty cool, don't you?
I would...
Whoa, that guy can, like, fuck a kid and I can't. Wow!
Honestly, I feel like if somebody were to do that in court, I'd respect it more than these people that are like, it was their pictures.
Objection, Your Honor. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Let me give some backstory to this, by the way. That doesn't seem like it will be important, but it will be eventually.
Okay.
So, this ship was being, like, contracted out, apparently, and the company that was using it was using, white pilots on it, or white captains. Like, American-born, like, white dudes were piloting this.
Okay.
You're gonna be confused why that matters. I assure you it's stupider than you think.
Okay.
You can probably guess where that's going, though.
I think I am.
Let's watch. Shut up! I don't know who you are.
I honestly can't
You're really racking your brain on that, aren't you?
I'm trying to figure out where they're going with that. Where you're...
I will say, this is an Indian cargo ship, so its maintenance probably wasn't up to snuff.
It's from India?
Yes. So is this woman. Levi.
Nice, man.
This is BBC, so she's 100% Indian.
I don't know what that has to
They're
do
based
with
in England, and England is full of Indian people.
Oh, yeah.
Multiculturalism.
Because they stole
It's
them.
cool! They stole them for their museum.
No, they just stole Indian people. That's part of their history. That's just true.
Alright, I really just wanted to pull this up for those, for these after shots, because these are pretty crazy looking. Yeah, this, like, hundreds of thousands of people, or, not hundreds of thousands, like, tens of thousands of people drive across this bridge every day.
So why did the ship go off course?
So this is actually, like, quite a big deal for that area that this is down.
Are they going to talk about why it's important that they were white at some point?
These people aren't.
Oh, okay.
I will. Let's see. Unrelated video. This has nothing to do with anything, just another cargo ship. Here's another cargo ship crashing into a port. By the way, I lied. You see any similarities here? To this video on the previous one?
No. A big boat?
Yes, the same big boat.
Crashing at a different time?
Yes.
This is a different time of day.
This is yeah. This is the exact same boat that just destroyed that bridge.
Why?
It lost control.
Why?
Probably bad maintenance. Actually, I don't know the full story behind this particular crash. This thing probably shifted that entire dock.
Probably. How many times does a ship have to fail before you go, huh, maybe we shouldn't keep sending the ship out?
Maybe the point where it takes out a major artery of U.S. transportation is probably a good point to start considering it.
I think if it dinged a dock or a harbor or whatever this is, I think if it dinged it like that, I would have some serious questions. I probably wouldn't let that thing just like sail off after that. This is the exact same ship.
Yes.
Okay.
It crashed in Belgium in 2016. This is actually, like... I doubt this is something that is, like, ruining for the ship or for the dock. I can't imagine this is a wholly rare occurrence like this. Whoa, what? A bad driver in a ship? This never happens.
I thought it was a system failure. Is it a bad
This
driver?
ship, I don't know what,
failure?
I don't know what caused the crash here.
Okay.
It was a system failure in the bridge video.
So are we still getting closer to them being
Oh,
white
yes, you're
thing?
about to figure out why.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, God.
Back to our friend,
guy.
who's Stone Toss? Hans Christian Grabner.
But our economy is more foreign workers. What?
So because it's an Indian ship, people assumed it was an Indian driver. And a bunch of right-wingers jumped at the opportunity to be like, see? You want brown people in your country, but this happens.
And it turns out they're all white.
Yes. And he didn't correct this.
Nice.
Neither did all the people, neither did the 61,000 people that agreed with this comic.
Oh my God. Does it never end?
This is Elon Musk Twitter, guys. I'm Hans Christian Grabner.
Who?
I did not mean to. That's his name. We learned this previously.
Oh, right. I thought that was just some old Nazi or something, because that is a ridiculous name for somebody born
Yes.
this
That's a
century to
LARPy
have.
ass name.
LARPy. That is exactly what it is.
Alright, so first it was Stone Toss. He did get this out pretty quickly, so respect for that.
I mean, his art doesn't look that good.
No, it's not.
I'm not surprised he got it.
I
out
can't
that quickly.
believe. By the way, he slips an Among Us reference. Here it is in this comic.
Whoa, that's
Wow.
so cool.
Just in case you wanted to know. This person blamed China. This person blamed lockdowns.
Lockdowns?
COVID lockdowns.
How?
I don't know.
You look at our critical infrastructure. As I said, you look at our critical infrastructure, and I'm one of these people that believes we've never fully come out of all the lockdowns and the COVID issues. As I said, you look at our critical...
I don't know what he even meant by that. This person blames Hamas. I'm not reading all that. This person blamed Russia. Not reading all that. This person blamed Ukraine. This person blamed DEI.
I think that Stone Toss is onto something. I think it was probably Among Us.
I think it was... I
Imposter.
can't even come up with something funny for this. This is... I would have made a joke about these people doing this in place of that. But they did it for me.
The world we live in.
Do you know what DEI is, by the way?
No.
It's CRT. Do you know what CRT is?
No.
It's woke. Do you know what woke is?
Yeah.
What is woke?
It's just having... it's like being based, but not
Just-
based...
In this case, it's woke but late, or it's based but lame.
Oh, yeah, woke.
This person... So first they called that shit woke, then they called it CRT, and currently they're calling it DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Which... Wait a minute. What does that have to do with this? If it's an Indian ship, and they hired an Indian captain... then there's no point being made there by them. Their point there was just, Indians shouldn't be allowed anywhere near America.
Wait,
But the fact...
are they saying DEI ironically, or...
No, this person right here is legitimately saying, did anti-white business practices cause this
right,
disaster? When the captain was a white guy. Very anti-white business practice there.
Yes, hiring white people, very anti-white, makes perfect sense.
What is their point here? That, white people should be the captains of every ship?
I don't know. I don't understand. I can't understand the fixation on that. It's like, what?
This person is pulling random crap for a lot of these.
Being white doesn't come with, a special driver's license or something.
Yes, it does, according to these people.
I wish I had known about that.
None of them have corrected themselves since it came out that this was since these were white captains either. The captains also did everything right in this situation that they could have.
Yeah, so even if they were brown, it still wouldn't have mattered.
Yes, but also they were white, so their point doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hell yeah. Moot points for the win.
DEI is their new thing. I don't know when they adopted this. But DEI is literally just their CRT shit. And CRT stands for critical race theory, which critical race theory is like, that's what you call like a college level course. So I don't know why they were calling it CRT before. Because when they would say, this is CRT in action, it would be like, oh, this company hired a colored person.
Wow.
This is critical race theory. That's like saying, this is history class. Or this is algebra 1 right here. It makes just as much sense grammatically. So them calling it DEI now does make sense.
I mean, it makes more sense.
It makes more sense grammatically, I mean. It doesn't make more sense logically. Because this makes no fucking sense what they're doing. I gave you that quick recap on DEI so that we could move on to this. This is Baltimore's DEI mayor commenting on the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge. It's going to get much worse, plan accordingly.
Wait, is this dude actually the mayor?
Yes.
He is probably the youngest mayor I have ever seen.
He's almost 40.
Really?
Yeah, people were commenting on that he looks like very good for his age.
Yeah.
But people were also being like, why is he wearing a suit? It's because like he woke up at like 3 a.m. to a fucking like major bridge in his city being like lost to the water. He's gonna stop and put on like a good suit for that?
No.
I'd rather he be out here like buck naked, like actually like figuring out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it just seems like he's doing his job.
I like how he's calling him the DEI mayor, as though they were like, hey, you're black, you want to be mayor?
Yeah, that's stupid.
As this community note points out, this is like the one thing that Elon Musk has done that I actually like. Brandon Scott was elected mayor of Baltimore in 2020 with 70% of the vote. He did not come into office during any DEI practices, appointments, etc.
Yeah.
But even though, let's see, that got 13,000 likes, that's cool. Let's hear what he said that got this guy so mad.
Everyone, this is a unthinkable tragedy. We have to first
Whatever DEI.
pray for all of those who are impacted, those families. Pray for our first responders and thank them, all of them working together, city, state, local, to make sure that everyone, this is a...
Man, I can see why he didn't like that response. A white guy would have said probably that literal exact same thing.
Look at this democratically elected official doing his job.
Look at this guy who was appointed here for no reason other than 70% of the vote. Yeah.
Look, I don't mean to sound racist, but are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? A person of another ethnicity doing a job that they were hired to do?
Not to be
Are you
racist or
kidding
nothing,
me?
but people with different colored skins, I don't really like. I thought this dude
telling everyone to like pray for first responders and for the people who might have been hurt in the accident.
Fucking woke bullshit. I thought this dude was in his 20s when I first saw him as well, by the way.
Yeah, he looks young.
But no, he's not. That's what he looks like.
I think
the term black don't crack is very real.
Yeah, very true.
Yes.
True. I'm honestly a little jealous. 'Cause I'm in my 20s and I'm already getting like crow's feet and shit.
It's just being well hydrated and having good genetics. Do both of those things.
Darn!
Let's see.
I can't do either.
This was a lot of people's reaction was fucking woke bullshit when they saw that bridge collapsing. Let's see how the citizens of Baltimore reacted to this. There is a roadblock behind them stopping people from going this way, and they're driving around the roadblock to try and go down the bridge.
Hell yeah. Are these some of the people that may or may not have died?
No.
From the bridge falling?
No. These are like normal. These are normal people now that the bridge is gone.
Oh, so they go all
They're
the way
unaware
down
the bridge is out.
Dude. Idiots.
Just let them go. I don't care. Oh, there's a dog in the back. Never mind. Go save the dog, then let the owner keep... The owner will get all the way up there, get his dogs taken, and be like, I'll see you in court, and then drive off the fucking bridge anyway. I doubt someone from Baltimore, Maryland sounds like that, but you know what I mean.
Dude, the level of entitlement to drive past a roadblock is insane. Straight up insanity. I can't even wrap my head around it.
These are the kind of drivers who wouldn't be able to react to literally anything out of the ordinary happening except something that... Except if it's, like, people asking them not to go somewhere. Then they'll get, like, all huffy-puffy. But if someone's...
I want, drive straight off the cliff.
But if there's, like, someone in the street, they won't even, like, compute that that's currently in front of them. And they'll just paste them.
Yeah.
The amount of people who drive like that is actually, like, kind of terrifying. That just go completely slack-jaw, and, like, their brain just shuts off completely.
Yeah. I mean, my brain does that a little bit, too, but, like, I snap, too, whenever there's, like, shit around me.
I don't. I'm, like... I will, like, get reckless, like, surfing the internet and, like... picking music in one hand, surfing the internet in the other hand, slapping a woman with the third hand, and cranking it with the fourth hand. You beat me to it.
Giving myself a foot job.
I'm like still aware the entire time, like I could die. Other people, it's just literal fucking TV static while they're driving.
I think a lot of people just go about their lives in TV static mode.
Yeah.
So
that's
they
some
probably
bug.
Never tune back in.
That's some serious bug brain bullshit, man.
Yeah.
It's a little terrifying how many of our fellow man are just in that mode at all times.
I felt a little better finding out that it was someone, like, when I thought that the bridge collapsed with static brain people on it. Because I honestly don't think that, like, they're missing very much, and I don't really think the world's missing very much by people that are going to just drive around a roadblock.
The only people who know them are probably also in static brain mode, and would probably literally forget they existed upon not seeing them for more than a week.
Yeah, like that dude
like
who,
just
like,
fish
drove
shit.
through that parade. He just had, like, a bout of road rage and then just committed, like, 11 felonies on his way home. And just went home. Like, he just parked in his driveway and went about his day.
Can the best of us say we haven't thought of it? No, we can't.
No, I've thought about it. I can definitely say
That's all I think about when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But the difference is, ours is thought about and then not done, and in that guy's case, it is done and never thought about.
Alright, that's the end of the Baltimore Bridge story. My favorite one this week so far. Let's see. YouTuber Your Fellow Arab has been kidnapped by a gang in Haiti and is being held for ransom. He was planning on interviewing gang leader Barbecue. That might not be how it's actually spelled. I think that... Barbecue? Whatever. And the reported ransom figure is $600,000. Arab and I exchanged messages in the past, I don't care. That's pretty much all I know about that story. This dude films, like, documentary-style videos, and for some stupid reason went to a fucking drug gang in a third-world country.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
And let them know, like, yeah, I have, like, a successful YouTube channel, and lots of people know who I am. Anyway.
Are these the people that kidnapped him?
I think it shows the warlord named Barbecue. What does this have to do with any of this? Alright, let's try this one real quick. The last video before he was kidnapped. Just a real quick note on that. What's it? Warlords and these kind of, especially like, what is it? African and like Caribbean warlords will often choose like the most ridiculous names imaginable. Like, I watched this Vice documentary once that starred a dude literally named like General Butt Naked. And he was fighting against Goku, against President Goku was one of his rivals, some shit like that. That's not the actual name, but it's that tier of stuff.
Why?
Or Goku President was also... It was literally just swapped the names, and those were two rival warlords.
Why? Why did they do that?
They're stupid. That's the only reason. You'd think that with that kind of shit they'd be funny, but General Butt Naked was also talking about how, like, yeah, I carve the hearts out of children and eat them before battle to give me strength. And then he fights while, like, tripping on, like, gasoline drugs and butt naked. That's where he gets the name. He was butt naked while doing all his fighting.
Jesus, man.
Yes.
That is some shit straight out of Borderlands.
It's a bit more depressing than Borderlands.
Because it's real.
Yes.
That is literally something I would expect to see while playing Borderlands.
General Goku Grievous. Wow.
A white saber! And then just guts a child.
General General Lightsaber.
Port-au-Prince until the morning because it's already 6 p.m. and if we leave right now, we'll get there while it's dark.
I can see why they'd kidnap this guy. He looks kidnappable.
Dark, and that place is completely run
Is
by
he
gangs.
flexing on us right now?
Gangs, even though we have safe passage, we're already
No, he looks pretty chubby to me.
all it takes is one stupid gang.
No, I'm
member.
saying he's like telling us what is gonna happen in his next video, but
Guys,
he's
look at me and
shirtless.
there's just like a burning tire dump in the background.
Here's the view from this hotel. We're the only people in this entire hotel. Everybody else is workers, employees, etc. Because no one's allowed in the fucking country, so there's no tourists here. Okay, other than
Oh yeah, I forgot.
guys. But I have the
Haiti
entire
is like
hotel
in
to
full like
myself.
Mad Max mode right now.
Why?
You got that?
A bunch of like fucking gangs have just taken over the government. And most of the government figures have either been killed or like ran off. And so now it's just like a bunch of gangs like fucking fighting each other for control currently.
Oh.
Yes, it's real end of the world shit. If there was like a Homelander who existed who just went around like, oh, alright, let's knock that off. Would you be
Do you just mean
Homelander?
somebody as powerful as Homelander, or do you mean like genuinely?
Homelander could probably be killed pretty easily. Let's say Omni-Man. I think Omni-Man would actually be more terrifying than Homelander.
Okay, Chasen, are you talking about like the personality or just the power level?
The racism. Just the racism.
Okay, man. Why are you...
No.
But yes, Omni-Man would be definitely way scarier than Homelander, because
Homelander's a man-child.
Yeah, you could just like fanboy about him and, you know, pretty easily manipulate him. But Omni-Man is one, stronger, and two, way smarter.
The millisecond he thinks you're plotting against him, it's just like, yeah, and he just like flies through you.
He'd be like, oh, you want to see what your lungs look like?
See, no, would you be against like some kind of Superman figure like dropping in and putting a stop to all this?
It depends.
Because this seems like it sucks.
It really-
Unpopular opinion.
If it really depends. If it was like they actually were decent, I'd be like, all right, cool, you go do that.
What if he was like televised, like ripping these what are they called, like warlords like apart himself?
Again, it would depend on like the quality of him as a guy.
But he was just smiling the whole time, like, hey, you're not gonna oppress third world people anymore. That would honestly be scarier.
Again, if he was like a good guy, like if he just had like good policies afterwards, I'd be like, okay, whatever, that's cool.
We have gone far field of your fellow Arab. Let's hear him brag about having a whole hotel to himself.
Okay, you have entire.
I probably would have waited until someone won this whole thing to start doing interviews.
How many times in your life are you the only person in an entire hotel because the country's completely shut down, no one should be coming in, and you're just a retarded YouTuber? I feel like we gotta take advantage of the pool.
And then he was never seen again.
Yes.
Because he went to a country that was shut down due to gang warfare.
He was shut down due to literally becoming, like, a road warrior. Haitian Mel Gibson is gonna turn up with a double-barrel shotgun very soon in one of these videos. Alright, last video. Not a whole lot. No longer available, my ass cheeks. Oh, what a fucking asshole. Whatever.
Young Palestinian knocks out Israel supporter.
The Israel supporter was basically going, all Gazans should be nuked. Yes, even the children. And then the Palestine supporter just beat the hell out of him. And I pulled it up so that our commentary, so that we could give our opinions on it. And my opinion was good. Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
People who openly espouse that millions of children should die should have the shit beaten out of them. Unpopular opinion.
No, I agree with that.
Unfortunately, it looks like we can't watch the video. Maybe it says misleading title, so maybe it was like, because Redditors do that a lot where they just make up some bullshit and then upload it.
Did you not watch the video already?
I watched it, and I heard him say that, but like, it says misleading title, so I don't know why they put that there. Maybe he deleted it because he found out there was more to the story. Who knows? But, yeah, anyway, that's the end of that episode.
Okay, cool.
Nothing much.
We'll be on schedule from here on, but you know how we go.
Who's we? But, you know, this was, nothing much else to say. The bridge collapse story was definitely the one I was looking forward to the most, just because of how very retarded that got. But, yes.
If only they had white people driving it, if that bridge is still be standing.
Pretty good episode overall. If you guys like the show, make sure you subscribe to us. You get a peek at all my cool wallpapers like this.
Is that BW Usagi?
No. That looks nothing like BW Usagi's
art. It looks
art.
a lot like BW
No, it does not.
Usagi.
Let me just stop you right there. Alright, you guys have a good one, and subscribe and leave a like. I have to remember to start doing that, by the way, because that literally does influence people to start doing it more, as cancerous as it feels.
Like and subscribe.
Give a like and a subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
Tongue my
Leave
butt.
a comment.
Alright, have a good one.
Goodbye.